All right, hello everyone, it's silverkyle, and it feels damn good to say that again because it's been about a month and a half since my last video, and a lot has happened since then. So I thought I would do a quick channel update slash life update to catch you all up to speed, and also talk about my future videos that I'll be doing because I want to come back. I want to do more videos, but just a lot has happened in the last little while. So basically, this all happened because at the very end of December, I took 2 weeks off from work with vacation. And I rarely ever take 2 weeks off. I usually do 1 week sporadically throughout every quarter, essentially. And this time I said, no, let's take 2 weeks off. And the second day of my vacation, the Sunday, I got the flu or potentially the virus that shall not be named. I don't know what I got, but it was the most hellacious or long lasting. I wouldn't say it's the most hellacious. I was just completely zonked out of any energy, headaches, a minor cough, not a sore throat, not really a plugged up nose either. No nausea, except for like one day for like maybe 20 minutes. And I didn't throw up. So that's really all I care about. As long as I'm not throwing up, I'm happy. So throughout even though it was lasting forever, it was pretty much like 2.5 weeks. And I still have, I have a cat as well. That's part of the life update. Yeah, I've done a short video about him, but yeah, he's the most attention-seeking cat. Most cats are like very independent. Not this guy. This guy just wants all the cuddles all of the time. And he's the freaking cutest. He was the runt of the litter, and he's maybe 5 months old now, and he's not a big cat yet, but he's so much bigger than he used to be, and he's a snuggle bug. He's incredibly amazing. He's really changed my life in so many positive ways since I've adopted him, and he was a rescue too, so that makes it even better. He was the runt. Wasn't getting enough attention, wasn't getting enough food for where he was, and it feels so good to have him here. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, 2.5 weeks of just being no energy. There was one day where I slept for 18 hours and was awake for 6. That's how little energy that I had. Once again, though, I'll take that over. And okay, I had headaches, and I normally don't get headaches, and they were really aggressive. I still don't think that they were like migraines. I don't think it was to that level, but it was like I would cough, and I would feel it right in the back of my head, just boom, bounce off, and it was horrible, absolutely horrible. Benylin really worked. As soon as I took medication, just Benylin, gone. Perfectly fine in that regard. Like the headaches had completely gone. Any pain that I was in, gone. Very happy with that. And once again, no nausea. So very happy with that, but just completely out of sorts. And my goal was that during those 2 weeks, I was going to do a bunch of reading, catch up on a lot of books, and do a bunch of videos. Didn't happen, and I ended up taking a little bit more time after that to kind of recover. And I'm still not 100%. I would probably say that in terms of my energy, I'm maybe at an 80%, and I have a little bit of a dry cough. No more headaches at all, nothing else, no pain or anything. It's just lingering, essentially. But I'm able to go back to work. I'm able to, and that's another thing too. In terms of work, I was a supervisor, and I just recently got a promotion. As of today, the day that I'm recording this, it will probably come up on Friday. So on Thursday, January 16th, I was promoted to a manager. So very happy with that. That's really cool. And I absolutely love it. I mean, it's only been the one day, but I feel so motivated and excited in my new position already. And I've barely done anything, and I love it already. Like it's just going really well. So really cool in that regards, and glad that I'm finally feeling a little bit better because I'm going to be doing some videos. And main thing that I'm going to be doing is that I'll be doing videos for some book reviews that I really want to get over to do. I'm going to be talking about what I read in the months of November and December, which weren't a lot, unfortunately, but I still wanted to talk about those. I want to do my TBR for this month. I know that I'm super late for that, and I would like to talk about the top 10 movies of 2024, along with the books that I read in 2024. My goal was to actually do a video of the top 10 2024 novels, and then doing a video of all the books that I read in 2024. Because oftentimes, all the booktubers, and I get why they do it, they'll do the top 10 books that they read in 2024. Whereas I always like to see what are the actual best books that came out in 2024. I don't feel like when you're talking about, okay, well, these are the top 10 books that I read this year that were published in 1990 and 2007, and 1 from 2024 and 5 from 2023. Like, that's great that you enjoyed these books, and I still want to know what were the best books that you read in that year. But I want to know what were the best books that came out in 2024. So I want to do that, and that's my goal. Is for 2025. I'm setting a goal to read 50 books. Last year I only read 16, but I have a much better pattern. You see the little paw popping up? He's just a big cuddle bear. Hey? I think usually he wants to be on my, like, this is how he wants to be. This is, if I'm leaning back a little bit more, like, now he's happy. He's purring too. I don't know if you can hear him. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but he's purring like mad. He's just such a happy little bear. Hi, buddy. How you doing? And look at this. Look at this. I'm going to touch his belly, and he's fine with it. He just takes it. No problem. He'll lean on his back, like, you know, like how they playfully go there. And as long as he doesn't have the zoomies, I can pet his chest, I can pet his tummy, and he's fine. He needs to be aggravated and in a playful mood for him to attack me, kind of thing. But he's a little cutie, eh? Yeah. I keep getting distracted with the cat. That's generally also what happens a lot now in my life. I'll just be like hanging out, and he's pretty much, no matter what room I'm in, he's with me. He doesn't really have like anxiety or anything when I'm not with him. He doesn't necessarily like it, and he'll always try to be around close to me. And I think it's because he was the runt and wasn't getting enough attention. And the moment that I brought him home, I made him feel safe, and I think that really worked well. But like, I go to work and I go out, and he's fine by himself. He doesn't whine too much. I don't know where I was talking. Oh, so what I want to do is I want to read 50 books. Sorry, this is just going to be such a weird video, but it's been a while since I've done this, and I'm distracted, obviously, by the cat. I want to read 50 books because I only read 16 last year. And I would like to do a strong emphasis on 2025 novels. There's a lot. I've kind of have like a list of all the books that I'd like to read. I created a schedule, essentially, from January all the way to December. In the first 6 months, I probably have like 4 books per month that I'd like to tackle, and then I have like books that I can read. Like, if by chance I read all of that, I'll read other stuff. And then in the last 6 months, I only have like 1 or 2 per month, so I can kind of fill it up with other things as I kind of go along. But there's a lot of 2025 novels and a lot of stuff, obviously, from before. I also want to do a video on the top series that I would like to start in 2025. I ordered a bunch of book ones of series that essentially have a sequel coming out this year, and that's kind of what I would like to do is read these book ones, and if I like it, continue on and then get the 2025 novel. That most of the time it's a trilogy that's ending. So we'll definitely do a video about that. So I have a lot of plans, and I'm going to slowly get back into the groove of things. What I'd like to do is 3 videos a week. That's always kind of been a goal of mine, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When you're sick for 2.5 weeks, generally puts a damper on things, and then this year has been so busy with everything, with the house, and now a new job, going over and meeting my niece for the first time, adopting this little handball. He's just the most chill kitten. I mean, he'll play, he fetches, and he's the best fetcher because he'll go get it. Once he knows that he's going to be fetching, like if I throw it, he'll go after it and then he'll just play with it for a long time. But eventually he'll bring it back to me. And once he's brought it back to me once, and he'll drop it in front of me, I'll pick it up. He doesn't swipe at me, which generally happens. Like, there's a few cats that I've seen that will fetch, but generally when you pick up whatever the toy is, they'll jump at you. he drops it, and then he'll play with it. And if I pick it up, he stops and looks at me and waits for me to throw it. And then he'll play fetch for like as long as I keep throwing the toy. So he's just, I'm gushing way too much about this guy. I'm so proud of him as if he's like my own son. I can't even imagine what it will be like if I end up having kids, which I really want to. That's going to be wild. I can't imagine what that's going to be like because I just love this logo. But I'm very much a cat person, and I haven't had a cat in 13 years. So no, not that long. 9, maybe 10 years, something like that. Feels a lot longer than that, and it's just this makes me happy. If you're a cat person or if you like pets, you kind of get that feeling, and you know exactly how I'm feeling right now. It just livens up. He made my house feel like a home. I mean, I love this place anyway. It's been a very good year. I started working out earlier last year in May, and I said, okay, I'm going to buy a house this summer. I did. I'm going to apply for becoming a manager. I just recently got that. I've really created goals and gone for them, and it feels really good. It's been a very productive year for me, and I don't know if I've ever had a more productive year. It's crazy how, as well, the older that you get, the more you really understand how life works and things make it easier. I don't even know what he's doing. He's licking my neck for some reason. I don't know why. What? What? He has his front claws. He doesn't use them when he touches my face. Hey, are you tired? What is it? What's going on? But the older that you get, the more you start to understand. All of a sudden, you'll just get a moment of clarity of, okay, this is how to properly do this in life. This is how to actually work with my mind. That has been the biggest improvements in all aspects of my life. Every once in a while, where you'll understand and something will click, and you'll say, that's how I changed that bad habit that's in my mind, and I figured out how to do it. You unlock your mind, you've unlocked life. You will be on easy mode the moment that you do that. And I know this, and it helps a lot in that regard. I don't know if a lot, and I know that this has nothing to do with my channel. I'm just splurging and talking about life because I am. For those of you that are here, please let me know. I always like to know who actually makes it here. Just put a comment, hey, I made it to the end of the video or something like that. And I know this isn't the end of the video, but just say that I made it to this part that you asked about, Kyle. Because I'm always curious. But what are you trying to do? Sorry, that's the other thing too. I'm just getting distracted, and I would like to talk about just life. And now I forgot. Oh, he's biting me. It's not. He doesn't bite hard. He just got excited for a second there. No licking me. Okay, you don't need to lick me there. You wanted to be. Do you want to go down? Yeah, I don't know if it's too long that he's been up there. I think he's gonna just turn around. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, now he's cleaning himself. Life on easy mode is the moment that you start unlocking this, and it's too bad that the older that you get, the more you see that, and the more that you're able to accomplish that. And it's just every year I feel like something becomes a little bit easier because I've unlocked something in that regard. One of the things that I've heard of as well is that at nighttime, that's when you have the most amount of dread and fear, because it's something that is in your mind that gets unlocked at nighttime. And so it's a chemical reaction. And that's when, generally, if I'm going to be thinking about death, it's at nighttime, right before bed, as I'm in bed trying to fall asleep. And that is the worst thing. And then I'm like, I'm going to die one day. And I start freaking out. And during the day, I don't think about that at all. So I tell myself, Kyle, this is just the normal thing that happens at nighttime. We're not going to think about it because we're not going to be thinking about it tomorrow. This will go away. And that's a big thing. Any feeling that you have is going to go away. You have dread for something, you're fearing something, you're sad about something, it will eventually go away. It might come back. A lot of times it will come back. But it will have a moment where it goes away. And same thing with happiness at the same time. You cannot be happy all the time. That will eventually go away, and you'll have a moment of just being content. And then you'll also have a moment where you will be upset, stressed, sad, but that'll go away as well. It's just a constant wave of emotions. And knowing that really, really helps, especially when you're in the negative emotions. Just know that that'll eventually go away, and you will have a moment of reprieve where you'll be able to breathe again. It might come back, but it'll go away again. And and just saying that makes those moments a lot easier for me to handle. Sometimes it goes away completely. When I have that moment of in bed and I'm dreading death, like, yeah, this isn't a real, it's just a fake fear that's being produced in my mind. So we're not going to worry about it. And 90% of that fear and dread goes away. It's wild. It's crazy. So yeah, I just thought I would share that little bit. I haven't been here for a month and a half. I want to get things off my chest. This is not what my channel is at all. I've always wanted to kind of have a channel where I talk, basically I just talk about things that I love, right? It's the hobbies that I have. And I do have a lot of moments like this where I would like to talk about things that I've unlocked or realized. And it's a lot of things too that you already know, but when it's verbalized to you in a way that really makes sense, that you already knew, but because somebody else said it, it clicks even more. I don't know. It's interesting how that works. And I've thought about that, but I just don't think I'm really the channel to do that. But I want to do that for things regarding hobbies. Like I want to talk about, one of the videos is motivation on how to read more, right? That's, I think, a great thing. Motivation on how to play more video games or whatever it may be. I have some ideas that'll come later on. So anyway, that's it. I've talked enough. It's almost been 20 minutes now. So thank you all for watching, for everybody that stayed to the end here. I know I kind of blabbed on quite a bit and I got distracted by the cat. He's so freaking cute. He's just sleeping like that. Oh, buddy. He's got a little white tuft too. I love that little white tuft. Look up, look up. Look up, buddy. There you go. Nah, I'm holding him. He doesn't really like that. The way I'm holding him. There you go. All right. Thank you all for watching. You have been bearded in. Or catted in. How's that? Catted in for the new year. We'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.